Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME and welcome back to another episode of Vampyr. Where we last left off was we basically talked and spoke with the head of Ascalon Club, or at least the semi-heads of Ascalon Club. We spoke with them. They wanted us to deal with the Scowls because Fergus couldn't do it, or Fergal couldn't do it. And so we're handling that situation basically as the main mission. But at the same time, we're doing other stuff. We're trying to, or me particularly, I wanted to see what I need to upgrade for my gears. But unfortunately, I haven't been able to successfully look for the thing. We did speak with some folks along the way, I guess I'd say. But my fear was that we had to like fight our way through spaces and stuff to get to at least a hideout nearby. So that's been the case of what's going on. Yeah, it's been a full 2 weeks since I've last played. I took a one weekend break because that weekend was busy with something else. So that ended up removing my chances of recording it that weekend. So I might be a little rusty with the fighting.
The equality between men and women.
I might be rusted up by the fighting, and I might be rusted up by the whole story of this whole thing. I might have forgotten a few things here and there, but we'll see how things will go. I'm going to try to play as much as I can within this weekend as well as the next one if I can, that is. Really? They're still going to patrol around here? He's not at a level I can handle still, which is not great. Bye! Alright, so I wanted to find the hideout. No, that's not the hideout. The hideout was past the... It's in here, I think. Hello? I don't know what this is. Oh, jeez. Goodness gracious. Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm trying to, like, get out of here. Oh, jeez. He leaves, like, a poisonous gas thingy above her. Oh, okay, I guess. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, my bad. Oh, at least that guy, like, took out a bit of it. Oh, okay, I guess. Oh. Oh, no! Almost! Gotta be careful. The stamina's taken away because of this weirdo. Get the blood. I didn't know it actually deals damage really much at the same time. But at least that healed a little bit. Alright, cool. Now where's the darn hideout? I need the hideout really bad. Is this the hideout? Or is this some... No, this is somebody else's place. Alrighty. Well, I mean, I'm not playing anymore at this point. But this is where I found out my video had stopped playing any sort of audio. Yeah, so we're filling in on this particular part of the video, 10 minutes-ish, up to a point where I talked to the butler, apparently. So I apologize if the audio starts playing in the background from my end, because apparently... Or actually, no, it should be fine, I think, because I'm listening to the audio. The audios are split, in a way, versus what my audio is, speaking-wise. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, we were looking into this house. We were just kind of exploring the house. We found our hideout, which is nice, I think. It's... And that small key went down to here. We found the key in the room. Not sure what place we were at. It was like the Reed Mansion is what it said when we first started getting in here. There's a letter. I'm not going to read it, but please pause and read. Some letter to some person. Aubrey reads first letter. My dear son, or John, sorry. John, yeah, John is Jonathon, our son. Yeah, probably is. I didn't really notice it at first, but yeah, this is technically the Reed's mansion, which is Jonathon's home is what I found out.
I remember Sunday.
Because I found out I heard the mom in the background, and I was surprised because the mom. So this is, yeah, like looking at it now, like I didn't realize until the mom was sitting there and saying Jonathon, that I realized this is actually Jonathon's place. Not really realizing until now that was the case. So yeah, looting all the stuff before we talk to her, of course, so we can like get to know her and get to know what the hell we're doing. Ultimately, I think that this is like...
Mother.
Yeah, ultimately I think that...
Good evening.
Jonathon, is it you?
Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
But yeah, it's ultimately really weird to like have to deal with the mother doing the kind of stuff that's like forgetting stuff. And
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
yeah, Mary's dead.
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson? And my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
Okay, well, it seems like she hasn't.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Yeah, it's kind of like the only thing she recognized all the dead people are is by like their skin. It's like pale skin. It's like, what? I don't know.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
So the dad's left some riddles?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
I'm wondering if the father is still alive, or if she's still hallucinating all this.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because she's like thinking that everybody's still around, but it's kind of like weird to me where everything is still kind of, I don't know, it's just like she's imagining that everyone's still around. And it's kind of like almost a similar archetype that that we've been through with Enid, I think is her name, the old lady we saw from the docks who lost her son. But she's like, I mean, hers is different though. Hers is like really full memory, like just very forgetful. Well, our mother Emmeline is like kind of not forgetful in a way, but kind of more like hallucinating things. But I'm not sure why we would go for like a character that's another mother character that's similar to another mother character. And like it's kind of weird because I just feel like it's like not that interesting to explore somebody who's forgotten something and somebody who's just hallucinating, quote unquote hallucinating the idea of their family still being around. I don't know. It's like, what's the point of all this like hallucination? To just, is it like some kind of character exploration depth kind of thing, or is it just plain old just making her look silly and characteristically like crazy when none of this should have been the case, I guess. I don't know, it's just kind of weird to me, honestly. I just wish they had a different thing. Like, she could have just been more disbelieved, but I mean, considering that Mary brainwashed her, she could easily just forgot a lot of things, considering how all that is happening. And excuse me, I'm still talking. Sometimes I'm still talking over
Do you
dialogue,
need anything,
but...
Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Dead, empty eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter.
Probably talking about
with an
Ashbury.
excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, kind of interesting to call our characters dead when they're considered like vampires in a way, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, as I said, dialogue runs over. I have no control over it.
Do you know what's been going on in this area?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside alone.
Of course not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
I wonder who the father is, though. Because we don't get to see him, but it also sounds like he's a vampire, maybe? If anything. Or an undead person. Like somebody who's like us, almost. But it's like, it's not clear still, because it might be hallucination that's dragging her across.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
So that's how she got back after the fight with Mary, so...
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Yeah, so that's when I found out that, like, that's how she got back to the house, with on her own, basically. Like, because Mary hypnotized or manipulated her to go back home in general after we started settling with the fight against Mary and stuff, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's go and... Yeah, I needed the hideout for this. We needed to upgrade weapons, but I wasn't sure what parts I needed specifically. We found some good stuff. We're looking at what we want to dismantle here, though. We'll dismantle all the pills as usual because we wanted to use those for the medicine materials. Not much here that we could usually dismantle, I would say. Because, like, this whole, like... The set of items we have here is just more like good selling items than it is with dismantling, so... Yeah, let's check that. Yes, of course. We can now get Perfect Revolver done. But let me check the other stuff for sure. Not enough for that. 2 missing apparently. Would upgrade for good damage for sure, I'd say. Yeah, since they're not related, we can power the gun up first. We don't have enough for the pre-win stake. Yeah, so we'll upgrade the gun first, and that unlocks us an achievement, which is the Solid Metal Gear, I think is what the achievement was called. It was kind of weird. And we don't have enough we don't have rivets for the additional upgrade that could help. I want to get that stun one though. The stun upgrade would be nice to help us get enemies to be more stunned faster. And then we need aluminum parts for these particular additional upgrades. We need 5 for each hatchet and stake, so we'll probably need to find... Yeah, I tried to find if there was any aluminum parts we could dismantle for it, but we only got like lead plate here. So that's not really enough to get us for what we need, unfortunately. Sorry if you hear the plane outside. I'm hearing like a lot of noises outside already. Alright. Yeah, so anyway, sorry, I was looking away. Yep, the pillars. We already found out Dawson's the pillar. Trying to figure out what we need here. We have a lot of head medicine that we still need. I'm still not sure what exactly... Yeah, Shaoshin will probably figure out eventually. I'm not sure where all the head medicine would be found at. I still should probably look that up eventually. I really do need to look that up, hopefully. I'm not entirely sure when we're getting that, but it's been bothering me a lot without knowing if we can ever find that or not. Looking at stats here. Letters. Okay, so let's talk to the... I think we should be talking to the butler soon, I believe. Because I think that's where we went off for this part. Because I needed to talk to the butler so we can get some more XP. I don't know what the XP number was anymore because I was reading off of the screen. I think it was 7,355 XP, I think it was at that point. So that's that was pretty much the amount that we were at this point. Old letter, pause and read. My dear Avery, old letter, Aubrey Reed. So several days, forced to leave London or England, if only for a few months. So probably if the mother wanted to leave, I guess. Okay, or maybe the butler. Sorry, Avery is the butler. So Avery might have told the mother that he wanted to leave for a few months because he feels very not needed. So let's loot before we talk to the butler, of course. Loot this area here as always. I mean, looting here would be nice to help get us ahead with the gear we need. So potentially, we're finding some good gears though. We're finding some good expensive looking gears. Or supplies, material, whatever it is. What is the shillings? Yeah. And then we got the material items over here on the shelf if we can. There. I think that's mostly it for the looting. So let's hopefully get to the butler conversation. But yeah, so my audio should come back soon in this recording. So I found out about it when I was...
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathon? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister. What a tragedy.
I know, Avery. I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reed expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathon? We needed you here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... Let's ask about the infection
I'm
first.
currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except all the MacPherson's servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The MacPhersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
But yeah, when the audio comes back, I'll just be cutting it flow. The flow will cut into the actual recording's audio. So when it comes up, it comes up. So I was checking for health if there was any health problems, but it seems like there wasn't much to Avery. So yeah, when the audio cuts in, it'll be back to my original recording audio. So we'll find out in the middle of me talking to Avery, in the middle of it all, that I'm just like, wait, I forgot, or I just noticed my mic is not working for some reason. But yeah, otherwise it's just...
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reed is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reed was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with her son and daughter. She's resting now.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see Avery taking care of the mother on his own.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reed myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reed is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Yeah, it's kind of strange that the mother goes off on her own, though, to begin with.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathon. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my. I'll stay, sir.
I don't even know how long I was going out for the audio. Oof. Arg. So that means that I might have to voice over my my own audio when I edit this together. Shoot. Yeah, I didn't know the audio was out for whatever it was. I just noticed it now. Darn. Oh, I hope it's not the majority of it, because I started the video, it was fine. Before I started recording, the audio was picked up. Now it's not being picked up. Or earlier it was not being picked up. Sorry about that. Jeez, I didn't know that was like out for whatever long period it was. I'll have to look through the editing after this, right after this, or just re-record that part, see what goes down in that. Yeah, I mean, if anything, it seems like nothing has gone good so far for the mother. The mother's been just really just out of it.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday. But you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
Oh, I
realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reed was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Okay. And then...
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir. So my task is not over.
Oof.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
I just love how he's just like, no, just don't put me in the mess of everybody else. Alright.
You really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathon.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
I say I wouldn't really know, because at that point it's like, for the player like myself, I don't think that I would ever get to explore that. That's up to the developers who makes the next game, technically and speaking. So I feel like this would have been a weird like choice thingy that if they ever decided to make Vampyr 2, which I don't think it will happen, considering how iffy this game kind of goes, and it's been what, 8 years since this game released? No, was it 8 years? I can't remember. It was 2015 or 2018. I can't remember when this game came out. Let me double check online. I gotta check my microphone just in case, because my mic goes out without me knowing. Sorry, I'm blanking out on what I'm looking for. There we go. When did it come out? 2018. Yes, okay. So it's been about 5 years then, yeah, since we've last seen the last game. We've seen this game come out. So I really don't know. I mean, I feel like this choice kind of felt like a, if you choose this would influence the next game kind of thing. Like something like Telltale Games would do with Walking Dead. Or, funny enough, I was playing Pillars of Eternity 1. That was a fantastic game. Played it, and then I was like, wow. I looked up the information for what Pillars of Eternity 2 had, and it said that, oh, your choice will influence the next game, and I'll be like, what? Okay, that's cool. So I feel like this would have been the case where this game would have carried the save data over to the other next Vampyr game, or whatever related spin-off thing would have been, but I don't know. I feel like we will really not know what the fate of Jonathon is.
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathon. But you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
Who cares? She's already at a point where she's kind of given up already.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathon. But please return as soon as possible.
It's fine. The mother's gonna be fine. It's not like she'll just like up and gone somewhere and do some weird stuff. Alright. Let's see, what do we have out in the streets? Oh, that was what that door was. Oh, so I didn't really need to go around to just fight some enemies to get to that. Thank you. Thank goodness. I now know where the mom's house is.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. A great night, what?
Alright, so let's trade.
I may have a look at your goods.
Good handle parts. Oh, right, I don't have enough money. But I can sell some stuff, maybe. I gotta sell some watches, maybe. I mean, I have forks that I never had before, I guess. Alright, let's buy the good handle parts. I don't know if we needed 2 more. I think we just needed 1. Is there anything else I can sell in here that I don't need? I have bottle of alcohol, which I don't really need either. Ink pen. Definitely can sell the cigarette cases for sure. Probably sell some of these, I guess. I mean, we get a lot of small bottles a lot, so it's not like... And we already have a lot of vial glasses, so I don't really think it matters too much. Okay, let's buy the last good handle part. That plate I don't need. I need the other purple items, which is like the rivets and the... Well, the purple item is not an aluminum plate, but yeah. Alright, now that I know that my hideout is literally here, I can just easily just walk through here, which is fantastic. I just didn't know that this is the way you get through to get to the hideout that you have in here. It was just kind of random to me in general. Alright. I think the good handle part should be able to give me the hatchet upgrade, right? Darn it. 2 more. We needed 2 more. Okay. I didn't realize we needed 2 more there. No, we got tiny good. Oh, okay. So we can upgrade this. So stun should be higher now. But we don't have aluminum parts to get this out of the way. I need this for the stun, man. I want to get the stun high. Very high. Alright. So we got some good stuff now. We just need the additional item upgrades that we can get. But that will come sooner or later, or come soon.
Yes, Jonathan.
Hopefully.
Spending.
We got 3,715 XP, so that's good. The butler gave us some good points, about 300 points. So that's pretty good. I want to save the guy who's like trapped by the vampire guys, but I just don't know how to deal with it. Find these particular items, I believe is what that one is. Locate Emily's house. Find the second part of your father's testament, which I have to read through the letter probably. Restaurant. Alignment of the stars. I really want to find... Oh yeah, this is the guy who's telling me to save his ass. Yeah, we already finished all the other investigations that we could. I really, really wish I could figure out where the hell the head medicines are. Alright. There's 2 other places that we had to visit later on. At least the map is not that big, I think. It's like smaller than... Like I've already explored pretty much almost every place except for the West End stuff. But overall I think that this place is pretty sizable in terms of whatever's in here. Yeah, I'm not strong enough for that yet. I need to really power myself up in order to get that done. which I'm not willing to power myself up yet. Not until we hit 4,000, I guess, I would say. 4,000, 5,000. Alright, let's do the other stuff first. Let's track Emily's house, I guess. I've never been to Emily's place, so... It's over here at this side, so let's go straight and around. Yeah. Yeah, overall, I just feel like it's nice to just try and accumulate all the XP. I really don't like the fact that that's what it is, though.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Wait, what level is this guy? Or do I need to talk to him? What? Oh, jeez. Oh, there we go. Blood. Give me blood. Oh, jeez. I gotta get back. I gotta get back a little bit. Nope, I'm dead. That was really bad. Not a single takeout for sure. So, I think that I needed to take him out in order to probably get whatever information they needed. Or whatever information they could drop. Where is this? Oh, I see. It's just right before I got attacked, or right before I attacked them. There we go. It was the worst because it was in the wrong place, or the worst place. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez, gotta get back, gotta get back. Oh, wait, what? He just leaves me alone. Get me your blood. I love how you walk away and you can just, like, get, like... You can get to rest a little bit. Give me your blood. Okay. There we go. Man, they're still... Like, these enemies are still really, really tough to deal with. And it's really frustrating. Also, why were they knocking on that door, though? Wonder why. So we only got 10 XP out of that fight. That's quite disappointing. 10 XP for that fight. Considering that they're higher level, they should have scaled the XP, though, I still think. No, I was wanting to go around to get to Emily's place first. Yeah, like, I feel like they should have scaled the XP still. I'm still disappointed by the fact that they didn't scale the XP to match the players' levels, and in opposed to their own levels, I guess. Alright, let's get to Emily's place, and I'll probably end it here for now. I need to actually re-record some parts of the stuff. Wait, who's this lady? Darn it. I haven't talked to this lady before, so we'll probably have to come around to talking to her later, I guess. Alright, Emily's place is around here? Yeah, I need to go further in. It's like high up, it seems, for some reason. No, not here. No, that's going back. Okay, so it's around here. On this corner right here, specifically. I mean, I'm pretty sure I probably glided up to the top of where her place is. Yeah, it's getting closer. Okay, no, that's not it. Oh, there it is. How do we get up to the top here? Because I can't seem to angle it right. It's up there, I think. Alright, well, that's pretty hard to get through. Yeah, it seems like it's up there, but I can't tell. Or maybe it's somewhere nearby, but it's like up to the top somewhere. How would you ever get up to the top right here, though? That's the curious part. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Alright, well, I guess that's dead end for me for now. Considering that I have no clue how to get to her spot yet. Yeah, let's try to... Is there any way to know where the Father's Testament thing is? Let me get this out of the way. Oh, we have to go to the garden area. Oof. Okay, so that's going to be another issue there I have to deal with. Anything about the restaurants I need to find? Kinda. I need to find people, apparently, to talk to about it. Okay, that could potentially be the thing I'll do it for now. Yeah. Alright, anyways. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a good, amazing day, week, and night, or whenever watching this. I will potentially have to re-record some stuff and put over my, put over a camera stuff for me to see where I ran off of without having audio play on the game itself, which will take me about maybe 10 to 15 minutes of re-recording it. I don't know how long it went out for a bit, but hopefully it will be a short recording for me, and then I'll come back to record another episode of this, hopefully. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of another video of mine. Hope to see you guys in the next video or another video of mine, and yeah, next episode, let's go ahead and follow some trackings of side quests. I do want to get some side quests done before moving into the main quest again, because I really want to get prepared for any upcoming fights or any upcoming scenarios where I have to fight some kind of boss type enemy. I know there's not much left of this game. This is probably like the final act-ish. Maybe there might be like 1-2 chapters left or so, I think, in the game. Where we're just dealing with like some other issues that is in the game. I mean, we're in the last region of the area, because this is the only region left that we had not explored throughout this whole game, and there's not much of a region left after we explore the West End in general, so we're just gonna have this one left, and then after that it's just literally either making us move around a little bit more, like for 2 different other areas, and like getting to know more things. But technically there's not a lot of new characters in general left to really know about besides the western areas, so we're just kind of like at the dead end of the area now at this point, or dead end of the game at this point, so we'll see. Other than that, that's it for this episode. Roz out.